The Vampire Diaries is officially back, and let us just be the first to tell you all that season 4 is going to be better than ever. The first episode answers a ton of questions, so before I dive into this recap, consider yourself warned. There will be spoilers if you have not tuned in yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and just kick things off with Elena. Elena wakes up at home with both Damon and Stefan nearby, and together they explain what's happened, leaving her obviously completely devastated. Elena's senses are becoming increasingly more and more sensitive and touchy because of the whole transformation, which is just the tip of the iceberg when we're talking about her emotional roller coaster. Stefan, always the hopeful optimist, decides to try and find a way to reverse Elena's transformation, while Damon basically says they should just give it up and have Elena start the transformation process. This leads the group to call upon the powers of Bonnie to see if she can help bring Elena back to life so she won't have to deal with the whole idea of a vampire transformation at all. But before we get to that, let's not forget the fact that bad-Alaric from last season filled the entire town council in about all of the vampires, the hybrids, the werewolves, and everything else. So it's more than safe to say that all of our Mystic Falls favorites are in seriously big trouble. And this is where we get introduced to a new character, the town pastor, who makes it his plight to take care of the whole vampire problem. Flash forward and he rounds up Stefan, Rebekah, a couple more, and even Elena, but initially he takes her with them so that he can protect her. However, once she's in captivity, Elena starts acting erratically due to the transformation process, and the pastor realizes that maybe she's a vampire too. So yes, they lock her up, which, hello, means that she will not be able to feed and will probably end up dying, which brings us to the huge dilemma in this episode. Bonnie tries really hard to bring Elena back to life, but she can't, and in the process, she upsets the witches and the whole balance of things, and somehow kills her own Grams, who is already dead. Well, she kills her over again. It's very upsetting and also very strange. Regardless, Bonnie cannot save Elena. Stefan and Elena share what might be the saddest, sweetest moment ever in the show's history at this point, when Elena reveals that she chose Stefan and was actually driving to tell him. They're both very emotional. Thankfully though, Stefan and Rebekah team up, kill one of the guards, Elena drinks his blood from the ground, and yes, the transformation is complete. Just in time for her to save Matt's life. Oh yeah, guys, remember how Stefan saved Matt instead of Elena? Well, now Damon wants to kill Matt just out of pure hatred. But just before he follows through, vampire Elena puts a stop to things. Also, on a totally different note, Caroline figures out that Klaus took over Tyler's body, so that whole cat is out of the bag. And before we get to the big ending of the show, we have got to focus on Damon and Elena. Now that Elena is going through her transformation, she is remembering everything, and I mean everything that Damon compelled her to forget. That means that she remembers that he met her first, and she also remembers him telling her that he loves her and that he doesn't deserve her. Wow. Obviously, Damon isn't leaving town anytime soon, or at least that's our guess right now. The episode closes out with the pastor and all of his followers being killed in an explosion that he was clearly compelled to make happen. But we have absolutely no clue who set this in motion. So to recap, Elena's a vampire, she and Stefan are back together, and Caroline knows what Klaus is up to. So guys, what was your favorite part of this episode? And what does Elena's newfound memory mean for her relationship with Damon? Let us know by commenting below. I don't know if you guys loved the episode, but I sure did. I'm Joslyn Davis in Hollywood, and we'll see you next time. Dress classy, dance cheesy. Subscribe to Clever TV.